Hi, today we are going to the lesson graphing linear equations. So a linear equation is an equation that creates a straight line when graphed on a coordinate plane. So the word linear comes from the word line. If you block the last two letters, you see the word line. Okay, that's why we call it linear equation. Today we're going to graph a linear equation. So let's see how to graph a linear equation. To graph a linear equation, we make a table of values. So you're going to make a table with two or more order pairs, and then plot the points on the xy plane. Then next, draw a line to these points. Okay. So definitely I'm going to show you how to graph a linear equation. So let me show you some examples of linear equation. So y equal to 2x plus 1, y equal to x plus 3, y equal to negative 3x, and y equal to 1/2 x plus 4. All these are examples of linear equation. That means the line equations. Now let's take a look at number 1. Make a table of values and graph the linear equation. So we have y equal to 2x plus 1. So we're going to make a table of value. Okay, and we're going to make a table with two columns. The first column will be x, second column will be y. And we know that we only have to use 2 or more points. So let's use 3. Okay, so I'm going to select 0, 1, 2. And we're going to find the y values. So we have the equation y equal to 2x plus 1. So we want to find out what y equal to. So now y equal, so now you have 0 for x. So we're going to do 2 parentheses plus 1. So remember when we do substitution, we have to use open parentheses for the x. Now we are going to use 2 parentheses plus 1. And we substitute the 0 in there. Now we're going to type in this into our calculator. So I'm going to do all them together. So now for the next one, we get y equal to, when you see x, you put parentheses and plus 1, and y equal, and then you put 2 parentheses plus 1. And then you're going to substitute 1 into the parentheses, substitute 2 into the parentheses. I'm going to type in all this in my calculator that I just download. Okay, now do you see that? This is a calculator app I just download. Okay, so if you watch video, then you can download this calculator onto your computer. So you're going to press the on button. Okay, now it's on. If you look at the question that we have over here, so we have the, okay, 2 parentheses 0 close parentheses plus 1. So I'm going to type in this into the calculator on the computer. So now I'm going to type in 2. Okay, I basically click on the button, parentheses, and 0, and then parentheses, and then I have to do plus 1, so plus 1, and then enter. I get 1. Okay, now I know that my answer is equal to 1. Then I go back to the table and put 1 over here. I'm going to type in this one into the calculator in a moment, and then see what I get in a moment. Okay, I have to do 2 open parentheses 1, and then parentheses and plus 1. Okay, so I'm going to type it into my calculator. All right, now I'm back to my computer. So I am going to type in 2, basically click on the button 2, and click on open parentheses, and I have to click on 1, and then click on close parentheses, and click on plus, and then click on 1, and then enter. Enter means equal. Now I got 3. Now over here I get 3. and I go back to my table, I put 3. Now I'm going to type in this one into my calculator again. So I had to do 2 open parenthesis and then 2 and close parenthesis plus 1. So now let's go back to the computer. Now I had to type in 2 and then parenthesis 2 close parenthesis plus 1 and click enter. So I get 5. So that means I had to go back to my table and write down 5. Okay, so now I have 5, and then I'm going to write 5 over here. So you are going to plug the point for 0, 1, 1, 3, and 2, 5. Then let's go to the coordinate plane. That means the XY plane. So we have 0, 1. That means 0, 1. So you go to the 0. The 0 is in the middle over here. And then you go up to 1. And then you put a dot over here. That's called a point. Okay. This point is called 0, 1. Now you have 1, 3. So you go to the x-axis. You go to 1. And you go up 3. And then you put a dot over here. And this point is 1, 3. Okay, and then you go to the 2, 5. So now you go to 2. See, this is 2 over here, and you go up to 5. So this point is 2, 5. So after I plug these 3 points, I'm gonna connect them. This is the line y equal 2x plus 1. So we finished graphing question number 1. So let's go to question number 2. Make a table of values and graph the linear equation. So we have y equal x plus 3. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to make a table. X, Y. We're going to select 3 numbers. So I like to use 1, okay, 2, and 0. So now we get 0, 1, 2. So we have y equal x plus 3. So I'm going to use y equal parentheses plus 3, y equal parentheses plus 3, y equal parentheses plus 3. So you're going to substitute 0 here, substitute 1, substitute 2. The next step is just use a calculator. So you can use your calculator app, or you can use the real calculator. Okay, so now I'm going to use my real calculator. It's just easier for me to video tape. So it's the same as the one that you see on my laptop. So parentheses 0, close parentheses, plus 3. So I get 3. So I write 3. And then the next one, okay, you had parentheses 1, close parentheses, plus 3, and you get 4. So I'm going to write down 4. And then you're going to have the parentheses 2, close parentheses, plus 3, and you get 5. So now I go back to my table. I'm going to write down 3 and 4 and 5. So that means I'm going to have the point 0, 3, 1, 4, and 2, 5. So the first point will be 0, 3. So then you go to the graph, and then you had the x-axis 0, 3. You go to the horizontal, you go to the 0, and you go up 3. And then you put a dot over here. And then this is called 0, 3. And then the next one is 1, 4. So 1, 4. So you go to the x-axis, you go to 1, and you go up to the number 4. So you see 1 right here and 4 is right here. So this point is called 1, 4. And then next point will be 2, 5. So you go to 2, and then you go up to the 5. Say 5. Okay, so we had 2 comma 5. I'm going to make it a little bit darker. Okay, now we're ready to connect this 3 point. Okay, it make a straight line. Linear function, it means a line function. So this line is y equal to x plus 3. So we finish graphing number 2. Now let's go to question number 3. Make a table of values and graph the linear equation. So you get y equal negative 3x. So we're going to make a table. X, y. I'm going to use the same 3 number. So now y equal negative 3x. So y equal negative 3 parentheses, y equal negative 3 parentheses, y equal negative 3 parentheses. We're going to substitute the 0, the first number, substitute 1, substitute 2. So next I'm going to type in all this into my calculator, and now I will get my number. Okay, it's clear, everything. Negative 3 parentheses times 0, then you get 0. So the first number is 0. Second, you're going to type in negative 3 parentheses 1 and negative 3. And then the next one you're going to have is negative 3 parentheses 2. Okay, so negative 6. So negative 3 times 2 is negative 6. So now I'm go back to my table. This 0, negative 3, negative 6. So there are 3 points. So the first point is 0, comma 0. 0, comma 0 is at the origin. It's right here, all the way in the middle. This is called the origin. 0, comma 0. So the next point is 1, comma negative 3. You go to 1, then you have to go down to negative 3. Okay? You go to the 1 and you go down to the negative 3. So this point is 1, comma negative 3. And then we go to the last point, 2, comma negative 6. So you go to 2 over here and you go down to negative 6. So we get 2, comma negative 6. So this time the line goes this way. So you connect these 3 points and then we get our line. So this line is y equal negative 3x. It comes from this equation. So now we finish graphing number 3. For the next part, I want you to look at the question and then tell me which graph is the answer. So now, which is the graph of y equal to x plus 3? So we have choice A and choice B. You are going to make a table of values and then check. Okay, so see which one is correct. I'm going to give you 1 minute. After 1 minute, I will tell you the answer. Okay, so now the question asks you which is the graph of y equal to x plus 3. So we are going to make a table of values. Okay, so I'm going to draw my table of values over here. So I get x, y. Okay, I'm going to use the 0, 1, 2, and y equal to x plus 3. So now y equal 2 parentheses plus 3. Y equal 2 parentheses plus 3, y equal 2 parentheses plus 3. And you substitute 0, substitute 1, substitute 2. Now I'm going to type in this in my calculator and see the values. So now I have 2 times 0 plus 3, which is 3. So now it's going to be 3. Next one. 2 times 1 plus 3 is 5. Now next one, 2 times 2, and then plus 3 is 7. So now we are going to have the point is 0, 3, 1, 5, and 2, 7. So let's check. Okay, let's check trace 8. 0, 3. Okay, it matches. You go to 0, and then you start with 3, it works. 1, 5, 1, and you go up to 5. So there's a point right here. 2, 7. You go to 2, and you go to 7. There's a dot over here. So choice A match. So the answer is A. And then, of course, B should not be the answer. You can check it. This is 0, 2. That's not good. Okay, 0, 2. So at the 3, you get a 3. The first point's already wrong. So then the next 2 points should not be correct. Okay. So we finished. So now you're ready to go to your summary and summarize the lesson, and then go to do the 4 multiple choice question. I will ask you to select which is the correct graph.